LeBron James. Let me double down on the co-signing. Here's something I think everyone agrees on. The NBA television product needs an infusion of some analyst blood. Jimmy has been so good so quickly. He is far and away the best color commentator TNT has on the roster, and you could put him up against, I would say, anyone this side of Doris Burke as far as him being able to teach you while you're watching and enjoying what you're watching. So shout out to Jimmy. I hope he gets a bunch more games. He's been fantastic, and I'm glad LeBron amplified that so maybe some of the bosses at Turner see it. Jimmy, keep up the great work, my friend.
Oh, nice. You talk about Jimmy, I'm going to talk a little bit about Aaron Rodgers. Give him some love. The Packers are knee-deep in OTAs this week. OTA, right? Optional practice, optional training activity. So if you don't go, it's cool to do your own training at your own facility, your own gym. Brandon knows this. You want to do it your own way. So Aaron Rodgers has chosen to do his own very intense training outside Lambeau. He's chosen Hawaii as the place to get in shape, and we got a peek into his training here. Obviously, hip mobility is key. Lateral hip mobility. When you are a quarterback, when we saw Dak Prescott, you want to really focus on the hips. Also, if we move this along, wrist exercises. People don't realize how important it is. People call this strumming. It's an exercise we do in the gym. It's a way to grip the ball better. That's really key. Brandon, you know this. And then core strength. And this is something I talk about a lot. Now, what you're going to see here is a picture of Aaron Rodgers, and it looks like he's just standing and posing for a picture. Now, rookies and people who don't work out a lot, like our friend Nick, they're going to be like, oh, what is he doing? He's building his core vertically instead of horizontally, which is also key. No matter how this Aaron Rodgers thing ends up in Green Bay, nobody will be in better shape while the rest of the guys are at OTAs than one Aaron Rodgers. Mark my words.
We go back to the hip exercise he was doing.
That hip mobility, lateral hip mobility.
Myles Garrett has continued his basketball assault on the local orthodontist population of wherever he keeps on playing these pickup games. Now, look, I don't want to question the integrity of this pickup game, but are you sure that guy is not part of the film production crew? Because all of Myles Garrett's Instagram videos have just been one take. This one came with an edit cutaway of an orthodontist in an orange shirt with a headband on, who Brandon affectionately referred to as Jay Cutler. Now look,
yeah, that's Jay Cutler.
The headband got me a little bit. The logo-less orange shirt tipped me off. The reaction of his own teammate getting dunked on. It's not Jay Cutler.
Is he in Nashville
shout out
right
to
now?
Myles Garrett. You're not fooling me on this one, buddy, but like...
I don't know what's that. That's Jay Cutler. Wow. Look at his face again. Look at this.
Sure,
please tell me that's not Smoking Jay. That's Smoking Jay. Yeah, Smoking Jay.
What's that, 6'5", 280, Brandon? Just moving up and down the court?
Oh, yeah.
That's unbelievable.
That's freakish.
That's unbelievable.
Like Will Arnett. I thought it was
Zion.
Will Arnett.
I want to see him and Zion go head to head. That's what I want to see. I have my money on Myles. Zion and Myles. I have my money on Myles.
In basketball?
What's up, Nick? What do you got? Who you like? Yeah, yes,
in basketball, you have your money on Myles and basketball against Zion?
I'm going with the football player. He's stronger.
We should move on. Okay, you're with the football player in the basketball competition.
Spot me 10 to a game of 12.
We should move on.
Here we go. Blank, drawing to blank.
What a doofus.
Could you possibly put together a better celebrity foursome in golf than this one announced yesterday? Here it comes. Tom Brady and Phil Mickelson against Aaron Rodgers and Bryson DeChambeau. Almost as good, that foursome, as Brady's troll about the foursome. Two old guys against the young bucks, he tweeted. Bryson better get used to laying up because we know Rodgers isn't going for it. Then Brady was like, wait, I can do better. He posted this. Two champions versus a scientist and a Jeopardy host. But wait, Brady wasn't done. Packers kicking a field goal down 7. Trash-talking Tom is all fired up. Still wasn't done. He was on fire. Bryson joked about Brady feeling as deflated as the footballs in the AFC Championship. after they get beat.
Whoa.
So much going on here, Brandon. But let me ask you, Tom Brady's trolling of Aaron Rodgers ahead of the match, all that trolling is blank.
A lot of great material there, Nick. I think you said he has a ghostwriter for him for social media. Maybe so, because every time he does this, it's genius, it's excellent, it's entertaining. But the last one was the best. Bryson won this. This is poking the bear. Now, Tom Brady came out thinking that he was going to be cute, he was going to be slick, he was going to be entertaining, but then Bryson just, boom, blammo, hit him at the end. Thank you, Wiles, for giving me that. Blammo, talking about deflation. Man, it's one of those things where you get into an argument or you start playing around with one of your boys, you're bantering back and forth, and then all of a sudden, they just hit you in the gut. Deflategate? I know Tom is like, man, dang, maybe I went a little too far. So this is poking the bear, and he was blindsided with Bryson's Twitter rant. Bam, at the end.
Yeah, I'm sure he was very surprised when he woke up from one of the 3 naps he takes a day and sees he's in a Twitter and Instagram war when he doesn't even have his own password. This is stolen valor. Everyone's like, oh, Tom Brady's so funny. Oh, look at Tom Brady memeing the world. Oh, Tom Brady's up on the Brooks Koepka Bryson DeChambeau feud. No, he's not. He's not. He has stolen the valor of the person who's actually funny and witty and good at the internet, who is posting all of this for him. Right now, I am opening my DMs on Twitter. If anyone wants to reach out, I will keep you anonymous and come forward. You are the Tom Brady social media person, and you deserve credit. He is Wilds. I am not here for everyone's like, oh, in addition to being handsome and a 7-time champion, he's so good at the internet. No, he's not. He's paying someone who's good at the internet, and he deserves none of this credit. 0% of the credit. You know how I know Wilds, an actual GOAT, LeBron runs his own Twitter? Because he has a ton of typos. In the tweet we showed earlier, he put asterisks for the word as, like it was a curse word. Like, that's LeBron doing it. Brady memeing is not Brady doing it, Wilds. It's stolen valor.
Quite possibly the worst take this show has ever had. Quite possibly. It might be up there. My DMs are open if you've heard Nick with a worst take. That because LeBron makes mistakes on social media, Tom Brady should fire his excellent social media manager. It's a take. We've gone there.
He shouldn't fire him.
Hey,
he should give him credit.
You know when they... Well, it's the person's job. It's a job, just like anything. And in any event. You know, in Las Vegas bets, Nick, they're always like, hey, we're going to buy you out. Like, you know, it's 2 guys left at the poker table. And like, I'll buy you out and we'll kind of split the pot. The organizers of the match should buy Phil out. Like, Phil, like, you should step aside. We know that we all want to see Brooks versus Bryson. That has risen to, like, a fever pitch, a boil. So Phil shouldn't, it's a lucrative deal for Phil. But say, Phil, you know what? You don't have to play this. We'll buy you out. Here's a free, maybe $1 million. But we need Bryson in here. So, sorry, Phil. Be a ratings bonanza.
That's right. I agree 1,000%.
All right. Can we get back to last night's action?